Hi everybody, Gabrielle here, and welcome to Tell All Your Business Tarot. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Why not? Why not? Give it a few minutes, see who joins me. I'm gonna do a lot more talking than I am interacting this time around. Let's just know that getting into it. So as I walked through, I saw something very particular today in my mind's eye. Those are the cards in my mind's eye I saw today. We're gonna see why Spirit showed me this. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? We shall see, we shall see. Un momento, por favore. Oh no, we here. I'm here. I'm just, getting my mind together. Because I feel something so particular. It's, it's really quite interesting, actually. As I walk through my city, as I'm sure some of you have had the courage to venture out, to see something, to see what's going on, to see what's what. I know I took a couple days to see. Because at first I thought I was going to be heartbroken by what I saw. And honest to God, I wasn't. I walked through and I assessed the damage, and even those institutions that had scurried to clean up. And they did a great job. But you could see the remnants of what was actually accosted, what was attacked. This card, this Six of Wands, right? I said it wrong when I did a little mini live as I was coming back after my assessment. This is what I was seeing. As I walked around our city hall, and I saw all the men in uniform, cops, and then I got to the military. I was like, okay, interesting. And after assessing stores like Doc Martens that they burnt to the ground. Now, for those of you who don't know who or what Doc Martens represents into the whole white nationalist movement, you might want to do some research about skinheads and all that shit. But I know here, it's well documented. Hey. And so what we saw was a fuck you to our president. What I saw. Because he's the one out there with those alt-right people, right? It's got the crazy people like the Banyans that people forget about, right? They went after the actual system of privilege and power. And this is what I saw. The stick of dynamite. Your move. For the first time in a long time, I see people finally assessing who their true enemies are and going after them directly. They finally comprehend the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And today, as I watch the news, I see things like them preparing the nation for something that looks a lot like Tiananmen Square, which there was an anniversary of. They blocked the site in Hong Kong to keep people from acknowledging that moment. I think that was yesterday's news. Right. There's a reason why when the whole pandemic first started, they made this reference to this picture from Vietnam where they had the soldier on one side, and a woman, a hippie, with a flower on the other. This time it was a nurse and someone in a mask. The two oppositions. The nurse and all the factions thereof dressed like Hell's Angels in like, not biker group, but like in scrubs and shit. It was weird. I saw the posturing then. Yeah, no, that's exactly what they were. And each color laces had a significant meaning. Red meant this, yellow meant that, white meant this. Oh, yeah. Because they weren't all universal. You know what I mean? Everybody had their particular type of hate they were sowing. But under that moniker, you know, they unified. They unified under hate. And for the first time in American history, we shall unify under love. The thumbnail I used, the photo I took today, and I took it from the back side of the love sign. Because what you're seeing is literally the opposite of love. It's that fucking Alice in Wonderland reference, and it keeps coming up. Not 2 days ago, someone told me Lady Gaga came out with a new song, and it's all Alice in Wonderland. Up is down and down is up. The scripture speaks of times like that, where people refer to good as bad and bad as good. Have you followed the white rabbit down the hole far enough to see this world for what it really is? It says so much. It's such a potent image. That Six of Wands. Bodies scattered. Carnage. But walking, hovering above it all. Untouched. It's interesting. You see defense. And then you see deflection. People have to accept the responsibility. All of us. All of us. We all have to accept our responsibility for what we've done, what we've allowed to be done, what we continue to allow to be done. It's interesting. But going back to that call that man put out to the universe. To the universe. He cried out to his mother, did he not? We all thought he was crying out to his mama, right? Nah, baby. Those of us who are in the process of ascension understand what that was. It is a sacred bond we all share. Like I said earlier, when shit used to get real, right? When you was youngin', who did you go to? Your mama. Chris Rock made jokes about, tell your mama, tell your mama, tell your mama. Do you know why you tell your mama all the things she wants to hear and you do as you're told? Because you don't want to see your mama get mad. Oh, and ain't she angry? Ain't she angry? How dare, right? It's a time for action, right? It's so funny. Because I know my holy scripture tells me that there's a time for peace and a time for war. Do you know when the time for peace is? When you're in the thinking stage. You know when war is? The doer stage. It's funny, right? That Nike, the goddess, right? Her slogan that we've taken on is just do it, right? Again, another hint to how feminine energy is action oriented. Action oriented. Lady Liberty sits in the harbor of New York, right? She represents freedom and justice, but she also represents the gateway for those who have the courage to venture, to make the journey. She offers you safe entry over and over and over again. It's been here. It's been around us, gently coaxing us. She's not gently coaxing us anymore. It's time to deal with what we created. All the shadows. Gemini season. I said it day one. It was going to be volatile in terms of the work of the shadow that was going to be done. Because this is a mirror. It's a mirror. And if you put the mirror to yourself and found yourself up, mobile, and putting your mouth and your ass in the same location for once and walking it the way you talk it, then you now understand what that showdown was about. Too often we stand in the shadows, we talk, we don't do. This is doer energy. All action oriented. Very clearly, very vividly, this Nine of Wands. Because it is that last stand. It is that one last try before it all comes tumbling down. Before the proverbial straw that breaks the camel's back. Interesting. I'm going to leave those out there. And I'm going to shuffle these up and see what comes out. It's so interesting. I have seen so many signs and symbols around me that leads me to the comprehension that there is destruction afoot. That things shall crumble. But those who walk in alignment will be above the fray. No more fear. Because the opposite energy of the Nine of Air, right, which is mental, right? Unfounded fears is the Nine of Wands. It's a complete opposite energy. It's facing. It's dealing. It's organizing. Dispelling and banishing. The Nine of Wands allows you to lift yourself out of that energy of being trapped in one's own head. The cosmos are opening. The great egg. One second. I'm nibbling. I saw a young man on his way down there, and all I could say to him was, be careful. He knew I support him because all I got was a yes ma'am. Right. This is the reason for youth. Youth has the courage. They don't lack the courage of their conviction. It's amazing what happens as you get older. You docile out. You become all chat. You sit around and you bitch. You don't come up with solutions. Youth gives us our solutions. They ensure our victory because they understand the cause more than anybody now. They're finally aware of the tricks. See the hat? See the magician? I'll let you guys figure out why the magician always has a hat. Go ahead and be baseline with it. I advise you not to be. Holy Spirit, why did you show me the Six of Wands in my walk today? What is this victory? What is this successful endeavor? Why did you show me the Six of Wands? From this deck. Hangman reverse. Because I finally saw it. Hangman reverse. It finally all came tumbling in. See? Look how he tries to hold on to that hat. Look at that. See the hat? The jig is up. The jig is up. No more hat tricks. No more Oz. What else would you like to tell me? Time for a change. Finally. Finally. It's finally going to work. Hear the choppers? Airplanes? Oh, yeah. There's a plane circling the city right now that says, Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall inherit the earth. Right. They're trying to prime people to be agitated. The military's in town, M16's locked and loaded. They're standing down with them now. It's a neutralized position, but it's uncomfortable. The president's chattering, he's saying the worst things possible, and finally the governors are saying, you know what? It's not helping. It's our decision. See? I don't remember that episode, but I'll have to go and look at. I mean, The Simpsons have been responsible with some of the biggest predictive messages about current events and coming events. It's crazy. Well, that's how you know everything's orchestrated. You know what I mean? It's a big ass playbook. I said it day one, and I still feel that way regardless of the things that have happened. I saw that coming too. I did a short live on Instagram where I saw what was going to happen here. I saw that we were overall going to be peaceful, and there was the potential for, Kiki and Ray Ray and to take an opportunity. But overall, we were going to show people how to do it. We are the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. And overwhelmingly, that is what you see. I am proud of my city. Truly, I am. Hell, when we found rebel rousers in our protests, they pulled their asses out, whooped their ass, detained them, and then got the cops to bring them in. We're not about that. This city has overcome so much in terms of racial history. Mm-mm. 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 Want to know about the Seven of Wands? Holy Spirit. Thank you. Oh, that's the president. Thank you. The Emperor. Let's see if he's able to defend and deflect all of this shit. Everything's going to lead right back to him. Is what it's looking like with these wands. What else do you want to tell me about the Seven of Wands, Holy Spirit? Thank you. What else do you want to tell me? Queen of Swords. Right. Wow. I posted a picture of City Hall here. And I tagged it, the gates of justice are closed. When you see that Queen of Swords there, what do you see? Does she not look like Justice's sister? Her kinder, gentler sister? Huh? I feel like all the half-truths and lies and attempts at deception going to put him in the crosshairs. I feel like he's not using all of the wisdom allotted to him. Yeah, I get that. But that's why I made mention of the fact that they went after the Doc Martens stores. Because, again, we're aware of who he's trying to solicit for help. They're not going for it. Yeah. I know here, I saw on the news that there were citizens outside of a Target ready to defend it if they came that direction in South Philly. Y'all don't know enough about Philly to understand what South Philly really is. It's a predominantly, it's probably the most long-standing racist part of our city. Even though it's been highly integrated, there's a mentality associated with the people of that part of the city. And that's all who was standing out there. I don't even want to, I call them trash and low rent, regardless of their income level. And so that's who was out there. But I think it's very interesting that they're using the target. I keep seeing these symbols of crosshairs and bullseyes. It's real interesting. It's like, no, this is the target. This is the place. This is like, this is supposed to happen. Right. Can't even be slick with it no more. No. He's not supposed to fix it. Don't underestimate his importance. He is not here to fix it. He is here to collapse it. A lot of people, when they come across the Illuminati playing card deck, right, they misinterpret the Trump card. They do. They misinterpret it. It was never a threat to him. That card is a threat to the world. Meaning we could take you out anytime, anywhere, whenever we want to. We're going to use this man to bring you to your knees. That's that card. People don't understand. They don't comprehend what the fucking they're looking at. I think they're so fucking smart. It took me years to flip it. Because at first I interpreted the shit the same way as everybody else. And then finally, looking at everything play out, you'd have to be Kiki Loco yourself not to see how that card is designed to work. Everything he touches, every person he touches, that shit crumbles. He's Teflon. He was never meant to be the target. He puts people in the crosshairs. Crazy as shit. Mm-hmm. Look who's on the bottom. The Hierophant. The powers that be, and I mean the real powers that be, not these mere fucking mortals, are watching. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. He's a hitman. He's a high-level hitman. Holy Spirit, why did you show me this Nine of Wands? Eight of Pentacles. Why did you show me this Nine of Wands? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Why did you show me this Nine of Wands? Eight of Pentacles. World reverse. The Lovers and the Ace of Cups reverse. Wow. Look what's on the bottom. That Four of Cups is not your average Four of Cups. That is the absence of spirit. That is the absence of grace. The absence of divine love pouring out on you. The absence of true knowledge. So people can rise. Spread the message. Okay. If we don't choose love, I'm not even kidding. If we don't choose love, the cycle will never end. These are the works, right? Eight of Pentacles is about labor. But more than that, it's about expertise, if you will. We've labored in vain for so long on the path of war, and it's gotten us nowhere. Literally. Because those are war cards. Besides that Six of Wands, and even that has a little bit of that battle mentality. We will only get war if we keep choosing it. There's a similarity. This is a separation moment. See? See the shadow behind the heart in the palm of the hand? You have to separate yourself from this in order to receive this type of consciousness, this love. See the heart? See the heart? It's different. Stop falling for the same old tricks. Five of Wands. Stop. We gotta stop falling for the same old, same old. Like, we can almost call ourselves crazy if we don't get things to stick this time. Even though it looks so similar to things that have happened before, it's completely different. Completely different. Because we didn't tear up our own shit. At least not here. Nah. Nah, they didn't. They went after every business that has ever offended, talked shit, belittled black people. I bet you the news won't tell you that shit, will they? Nah. How many times have you seen young men and women waiting in line for a fucking Foot Locker for a sneaker release? Right. How many hours have people spent in line at an Apple store? Right. Uh-huh. Literally. They went after the places that have caused them the most grievances. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They finally went after the billionaires, right? Because why would you, being broke, not on that level, continue to feed the pocketbook of somebody who don't even need your chump change? Okay. This was payback for Tulsa and a bunch of other places. It was. Rage burns long and it burns hot. But it is over. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because you keep raging, you only at war. And you live the cycle again. Unfortunately, and I mentioned it before, because it's true. Scripture told you. I know y'all read the Old Testament. The Old Testament usually freaks people out. They get through the New Testament like, oh, it's not so bad. So you get the Revelations. Fuck. Right. Right. Oh, see, why y'all take that from me? Where was I going with that? No, it wasn't a house divided. No. It'll come back. Anyway. Huh. Oh. Will be unto you as a thorn in your side. Remember that? It sounds so callous. Sounds so cold. They was like, but the animals too? Yup, the animals too. This is what happens when you don't listen to a command the first time. That was thousands, what, 7,000 years ago, right? I'm not saying we should do that, but I'm just reminding folks of what it looks like when you don't fucking listen to your parents. And I'm talking the heavenly ones. Right. You get this dumb shit. Right. You get somebody stepping on your neck for 400 fucking years. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. This shit needs to really sink in this time. Really. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? Pertaining to all of this. Oh, I like that that came out reverse. Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles reverse. Interesting. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Spirit wants people to remember, right? You are the world. Even though the world isn't out here, that Ten of Pentacles, right? And also, don't allow this shit to happen again in 10 more years. Don't relive this fucking cycle again. Learn from it this time. Don't allow the world to confuse you and twist it so you remember shit wrong. No, let this shit sink in. Yes. You make sure that this imprint lasts for generations. You know how they always talk about generational markers, how an event can be so tragic and dynamic that it literally changes the genetic structure of a people. Let this be one of those moments that those children born through this time will emerge with a can-do attitude and a spirit of rebuilding and togetherness, and they will finally come out of that lack and poverty consciousness. This is that moment where you feel so much personal pride, where it shifts your consciousness and alters your genetic material. That way your progeny and your lineage benefits from this for at least 10 generations. I don't even want to know why he took a baby monkey. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's just, he'll end up turning the baby monkey in. Trust me. Especially if it was a chimp. If it was a baby capuchin, probably not. Anyway, I'm moving on from that. Wow. Wow, you're showing yourself. So what is this? Are y'all finally ready to show yourselves to humanity? Is that what this is? Whoa. Whoa. My cards just kind of blew up. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. 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 No more lying about the presence of the extras, huh? Town was 9. And look, in the middle of all of this, y'all do realize about the SpaceX launch, right? You are paying attention to that shit, right? It is a big deal. There's a reason why the shit was called Dragon X. You better pay attention. Don't get trapped by smoke and mirrors down here when there's a whole fucking other thing happening right above your heads. Literally. I thought so. I thought so. I feel you guys. I appreciate this. I do. Cool beans. Cool beans. Wow. Why now? Why now? Oh, for real? Wow. I don't even want to tell y'all about that. If you know, you know. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. That ain't one of those things. That's wild. Shit. Shit. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. The world as we know it has finally shifted. People always talked about the ascension, right? Like, know it when you're experiencing it. The old system is literally dying under your feet. As much as I just want to pin it the New World Order, this is a little bit bigger. No coincidences, only coincidences. And just all I want you to remember, who's your daddy, okay? That's going to be real important coming up. You better remember who's who and what's what. My mentor posed a question to the collective at large. I mentioned it to you guys, but I'm going to say it again. In 2 months, we jumped 50 years from the Spanish flu era of 1918 to the uprisings of 68. Now, remember Ronald Reagan, right? You remember one of his addresses where he says, what if the world united because of an enemy of a foreign origin that we were unable to see nor defend ourselves against? He was talking about fucking aliens. Remember Clinton's administration? What was the one thing he joked about? Oh, I looked into Area 51 and Oh, it's nothing. Uh-huh. Sure. You better be ready for what they about to spend. They primed that pump 30 fucking years ago. Excuse me, almost 40 years ago. It's a reason for them priming the pump. You about to hit an ignition. Right? We ain't been back to the fucking moon since what? 60 what? Now all of a sudden, we can do it again. Right? For whatever reason, we didn't have the technology available to us, but now we do. Because of who? Elon motherfucking Musk. And what did Kanye tell y'all? We gonna take Tesla to the motherfucking moon. And what are we watching? Fucking motherfucking same Kanye. Holy shit. Holy shit. Uh. Holy Spirit, please tell me what I need to know about this next, oh God, staged event. So now, like, y'all see all these cool holographic shows, these skylights they putting up, man. You better get ready. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. I know a girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Hey, we're talking about LSD. Oh. LSD allows you to see through the veil. For a short period of time. What else do you want us to know right now? That four of cups gonna come out. I feel like we have to put down the unnecessary things. Ten of Wands is responsibilities, burdens, shit we do to play busy. You know, busy looking, busy bullshit. We gotta stop doing all that. Stop wasting our energy in such ways. Stop pushing for this accelerated movement when we haven't even closed out the last cycle completely. But in order for us to do that, for it to close, we have to put these burdens down. I also feel as though that's finger pointing. We have to stop finger pointing. Stop with the woe is me. Like our plight is the worst plight. It's pretty bad. It is. It's pretty fucking bad in this country. It is. But there are worse places to be. The world over, there are human rights violations that occur every second. Real atrocities. And Mr. Floyd's death was an atrocity. But I personally believe there was beef outside of this shit being staged. The moment I found out that those men knew each other, guess what? All bets were off. All bets were off. Because who knows the real reason? 3 cops put all their body weight on one man when he wasn't resisting. To me, that sounds like the big payback. Who knows? There's a spiritual lesson in all this we haven't seemed to grasp. There is something much bigger. Those are very large cards. Chariot, the world. If we ever want the world to pick back up and things to progress again and the world to turn the way we know it, we got to stop. We do. We have to stop. We cannot continue this. If we have to play Jay-Z, get that dirt off your shoulders, then we do. Absolutely we do. In no way am I dismissing anyone's anger, the wrath, the righteous indignation that they experienced through this. That was necessary. But revenge is the Lord's, and that's not our department. But we are capable of getting things moving again. But first we have to let it go. Not the inhumanities, not the injustices, but the rebel rousing. I only remind people of the beauty of the place they live because there are places you couldn't do this. You can't even go to church in China. Think about that. You can't even worship freely. For all of our grievances and all of our problems, it's still the best fucking place on earth. This is Atlantis. Realized. Think about that. I will say, the one thing that people are finally realizing, right, through this whole thing, that they truly hold the power in the palm of their hand. Finally, people realize. See the two? The man and the woman, the twins joined there. See the pinnacle? They finally realize what money is and how it truly works. Oh, man. We cannot allow for the true message to be lost in this. Do not allow a few to control the narrative. Do not allow a few to somehow try to make it seem like it's all the same, because it is not. There are people here who truly want, who truly want peace. Truly. Truly want to raise the vibration and make things better for everybody. Then there are those over there in positions of power who are firmly rooted in the power of the almighty dollar. Wow, I really am getting this whole SpaceX thing again. Holy shit. Anyway, I'll get back to that in a moment. Because for every person who wants peace, you see that behind them, that shadow, there's someone, all they want to do is get their little piece of the pie in the midst of all of this. We got to check on the reservations right now. With everything that's going on with COVID and everything, there is something going on with the reservation. And somehow them profiting. Is there a landing base or something like that inside of a reservation? It's private land, so they could lease out to whomever they want. Oh, wow. separate you from your money. There's if we don't get this message right, seriously, if we don't figure out what we need to do, and I want to use the word holistically, in this matter, it just, it don't, it really, the trickle down of it, right? It affects the little person worse. Because it keeps what they're trying to accomplish, which is looking at that huge pinnacle, is thinking of the Ace of Pentacles once again. For the gates to reopen, if you will, in terms of businesses. Like, but all this is doing is keeping people separated from what they want. And for most people, it is financially linked. Yeah. Let me see. I gotta know. The tiger. I was trying to see what the symbolism for a tiger was, but I don't have that specifically. But cat will do. Stealth, right? When you see the tiger, right? It's the largest of the big cats. And that motherfucker can move around and you would never even know. There's something stealthy being done. I do feel like it's much bigger picture related. What could be trying to be stolen? You know, these are physical things with Pentacle energy. It's could be very well liberties. It could be rights. Okay, Nami, thank you. I don't know, though. Hold on, I gotta grab another deck. Because I'm like, you saying no, and I'm feeling something completely different. Completely different. Excuse me. What is going on back here? This TP. What is going on in this? What's coming together? Is this what they were telling people about? Was this... Wow. No, where's the lady? The vice governor of Minnesota. Isn't she Indian? Nope, 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 nope. There's something else. And it is involving the land. Nah, there's some sort of backdoor deal between the natives and the government. I don't. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm patient. Truth will come out. Yeah, Elon's a very interesting character. Y'all check out that new crazy show on Netflix called Space Force. There's a lot of references between Tesla. I don't know if they're sponsored by it or something like that. Even the kid's name he just had with that Archangel 12, the X12, like that X-ray 12. There's a lot of Fifi. She trying to take you out. Are you okay? What? You got hit in the head with a piece of metal. No, I feel like this chick got something up her sleeve. I do. I personally haven't liked any of the press conferences I've seen. I keep getting Marvel references from them people up there. I do. The mayor of Minneapolis reminds me of fucking Harvey Dent. Every time he talks, I get Two-Face. I'm like, nope, uh-uh. Anyway, are they paid off? No, they let them use it as a staging ground. I gotta look. Anyway, that's ooh, yup. Yeah, they do. Anyway, I normally don't say shit like that, but I don't know what tribes are up there or whatever tribe is associated with the lieutenant governor of Minnesota. Um, uh-uh. There's some sort of payment going on. I know the government gives them money anyway, but this is different. This is different. This is some deal. She made a deal. Look, he trying to grab her hand, and she's like, I don't know, because her ancestors probably told her ass not to do this shit. She done got in bed with the fucking devil. Okay, hold on. It's her. It is. It's the lieutenant governor. It's her. She did something funky. Lieutenant, is that the lieutenant governor of Minnesota? She saw a lot of people. Will we be able to find the financial records? Will someone be able to find the financial records? My dark web people. I don't put out requests, but I'm putting out a request. If there's something out there on this woman, it is your civic fucking duty to find it. It's your civic duty to unearth this. Let's see. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting the same overlap. This whole thing is some sort of overlap with the SpaceX launch. It really is. Keeps people... There's two things happening. It keeps people from thinking about the money, right? Because the stimulus shit's fucked up. Jobs aren't reopening. Now all of a sudden they have a reason to keep everything closed for even longer than the June whatever predictions, right? Areas that were already starting to reopen are already shut back down. It looks like oh my God, when I tell you everything is boarded up here, I mean everything. Even businesses that were not affected is boarded up. There is no intention of reopening. I see merchandise gone. There are some of the places that were hit that I saw them restocking, but everything's boarded up. It keeps money out of circulation a little longer. This is really crazy. This whole year is really, really crazy. Welcome to a 4. If you never experience it again, I bet you'll be happy. Nah. I want to know about this night. Tell me more about this night. Look at that shit. Oh. Can I tell you I hate a snitch? I do. I just get that feeling with that 7 of Swords. Like, oh, God. Like a spy. Like a genuine spy. Like a rebel rouser. You see, we had the 5 of Swords here, right? Those mind games. Manipulation, if you want. Hijinks. What he got in his hand? What he got on his person? Them 5 swords. Nah, man. Nah, man. Nah. Nah, man. Involved. Very much involved. I feel like it's all going to come back around to her, though. I feel like she don't even know they going to scapegoat her. See? It's going to come right back to her. And they going to leave her on her own. She going to end up being a scapegoat. Wow. That's wild. Mm-hmm. Absolute scapegoating. That's crazy. Oh, I'm sure. They're spraying it. It doesn't even matter. Think about how big of a diabolical person she would be if that were the case. Think about what she's supposed to represent, right? A people who have been equally disenfranchised as much as black people, right? Think about that. And to have someone of her supposed background of indigenous American, right? And I say supposed because we all know about $5, them $5 engines. And what was her last name? It looked Irish. I'm just saying. It looked Irish or English or Welsh or something. Just saying. And so a person of that supposed background who represents people who were given a small piece of what they were due, but still giving it. And to have something happen to the other group of people in this country who have been equally fucked over, whose inheritance has been stolen and lied about. You know, most of the black folks in this country, the reason they say there's Indian in their fucking family is because they are the goddamn Indians themselves. Not all Indians, just like all Europeans or all Africans or all Asians, look alike. It is a misnomer. It is an outright lie. So, yeah, she would not only be a traitor to the country, she would be a traitor to all minorities the world over. To every disenfranchised person to ever walk this fucking earth is what she would be. Like the worst of the worst. Worse than that Uncle Tom. Just disgusting. I feel like she's going to be the scapegoat. I really do. I see that. I feel like they're going to let it all drop on her. Look at the Capricorn sits over her head. Right? Who runs the world? I don't know if she's a Capricorn, but I do have the world here in reverse, so that's definitely indicative of a Capricorn. They're going to make me go look this lady life up on Astro Theme. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the poor. It's a reason why the Beatitudes are there. Because the weakest among us are the ones we should be protecting the most. Those who have no voice. Those who don't know any better. Those from traumatic backgrounds and shit. You know. Wow. Holy Spirit, what is this? Who's crying about these 3 cups right here? Who's mad who said the party's over? I feel like this is the president. Anyway, who said the party's over? Look at that. Them 2 cups. Look. 2 of cups sitting there, right? All wasted. Look, 2 of cups turned up. Who's mad this party's over? Look, there's those 3 cups again. Who is this in the 4? Wow, they just keep driving this point home, huh? 2, 4, 5. Wow, 4 cups repeated. It's funny, right? Because I'm looking here, and it's reminding me of the medical community, right? So maybe, right? Oh, are they saying that the pandemic, everybody not focused on that no more? That they not getting all the love and the praise anymore? That their time on top is done? I keep getting these deals. I do. You see the handshake here? Y'all ever see the Masonic handshake on live TV? It happens so fast you don't even know what the fuck you looking at, but it happens all the time. If you know what you're looking at, you know what you're looking at. I ain't telling you shit. This is crazy. What was this out? What was this out, Holy Spirit? What was this out? I knew it was an out. 6 of Swords. What did they reject? What was the out? What was the out? Oh, look at that. Fine. That 7 of Wands is big, man. It is. It's not the one I saw in my mind's eye, but it looks equally big right now. Oh. Oh, I get it. Oh. Oh, I get it. I get it. That's them 3 cops. That's them 3 cops. Oh, that's so funny. Look. Look at the mess. Look at the mess they sitting in. Look at the mess. That shit wild. Damn. They should have just took the deal. That's what that is. Look. They should have just took the fucking deal. Handed over. Look. They said, no. We don't want to take it. We don't want the peace offering. Offering. Listen to me, officer. They don't want the peace offering. Nope. Want to sit there? No. We don't want them to go. No. Should have took the fucking peace offering. You should have just allowed, you know, that rough stuff to stay over there. But nah, you ain't want to listen. So now what's coming to light, right? What's being revealed? Look at the attacks. Look at the attacks. You got some coming with love, some coming with peace, some are trying to start, you know, a open dialogue type shit. And then you got this old shit here. You got these people here holding an old ass grudge. I mean long grudge. Like generational grudges. Like, don't that look like somebody great grandpappy walking stick? They, like, for real. Don't that look like the choke cherry tree that somebody got beat with a switch? Right. These are long-standing grudges in the midst of this. You could have just took the out, but they didn't take the out. Oh well, now y'all sitting there looking like smacked asses. Right. That's crazy. I want to know what the out was. Now you gotta defend yourself. Oh, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Didn't want to take it. Didn't want to suffer that loss. Didn't want to put those daggers in those 3 cops' hearts. Right? Didn't want to put them in jail. See the barbed wire? Did not want to put them in jail. He should have took the out. Now look. Now they gotta come. Look at that look. Don't he look salt? Don't he look salt? That now he's got to accept this peace offering. Look at the enlightenment. Should have took the. Look at Hermes, the messenger. Should have took it. Should have took it. That's what that is. Regretting. Not just wasting it, if you will. Not just offering them up. You could have had peace. You could have had peace. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You could have had peace, but what you chose, you diabolical assholes, because look, it's always because of that. You told us this is what we were going to get, right? But the communication we got from the top, look at that, was confusing. And it was designed to deceive, designed to cause everything that's happening. And that's the straw that broke the camel's back. Look at that. Look all that rue. Look all that rue. That's what I see right there. Oh. Look at that sad sack sitting there. Yep. I like that. That's a shame. That's a shame. I don't know who Donald Trump's advisor is, right? Who his psychic advisor is. He should call me. I'd have told him. Shit. I know y'all watching. I know y'all listening. So, you know, if he needs a better intuitive guide, there you go. Because who's ever talking to him, I don't know. Maybe the lady who Nancy Reagan was using is still around. Oh, they heard it. Look at that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, they got it. Right. I mean, you ain't got to be a psychic to know this shit. Always giving the one to the point where they're like, nah, where's mine? Where's mine? Coming to take that shit this time. Wow. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know her name. Hello, Carolyn. Oh, yeah. I feel like, look. They stopped keeping lots of funds in the banks a long time ago. I also see the possibility. I don't even want to say that. I don't want to put that negativity out there, but we're dealing with a tyrant. Okay? We are dealing with a tyrant. And he can make a tyrant move. Or attempt to. And put it that way. You know how they used to call it Indian giving? Like, they gave you something and took it back. I'm not being racist. I'm just using an adage. You see, right? It's like, oh, I said you could have mine too. And all of a sudden, no, I'm going to take that back. Careful. Careful. He might start taking back funds. Might start canceling stimuluses. I guess I have to say it. Okay, I wasn't trying to. I'm just telling you what it looked like. They pass something collectively through the House, through the Senate, makes it through Congress. Here it come, and here he come to snatch it right back. I don't know. I don't necessarily care for the next address that's coming. I feel like there's an escalation. Dealing with a tyrant. Five of Cups sitting back on the bottom of the deck. Yo. Look at that. I feel like we as a people, the world over, finally see the error in this pattern, in the continual cycle. Finally seeing the error. Finally noticing the systemic imbalances. Finally seeing how we were always on this collision course. You do see that, right? Always on that collision course, because we never once wanted to see each other as equals. That's the problem. Hi, everyone. Right. This year, you see those 4 flags back there. This year, the fucking 4. This is the year. Either way, right? The path is, right? This is funny, because you see the cyclical nature of this shit. The path. See the castle here? You see that shit? See the prize? Either way, to get to it, right? Either you have to cross the water, right? You're going to have to get wet. You're going to have to get wet. And because of that, by the time you dry off, it's all going to just be water under the bridge. You're either going to have to forgive and forget, or turn around and see it for what it is and begin the process of treating everyone with equal due. With love and courtesy and fucking respect. Those are the 2 choices. Live the cycle again and go, oh, it's water under the bridge. C'est la vie, bygones. And you just let it be an emotional tantrum. And we live the fucking cycle again. Or we fix it. And we call a fucking spade a spade. Political correctness is not the same as respect. That's actually being a fucking pussy about it. Say what you mean what you say. If you didn't see people with your nose fucking held up in the air, you wouldn't have so much negative shit to say about each other now, would you? Either way, the collision course is there. Either we crash and we're able to rebuild from the sum total of the parts that's left over, or we keep ignoring the shit. Hey, Nancy. Hey, everybody. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look, 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 look. Didn't I tell you about this year? Look, look, look. Didn't I tell you who was here? You better seek the grounding power, the active force of the divine feminine herself. How many wands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did we start this out with? The 6 of wands. I know who I was talking to. I know who had my ear all morning. I know who told me it was time to roll out. Like, I know who I talk to. I don't know who the fuck y'all be talking to, but I know who I talk to. I know who be in my ear. Yes, I'm looking for the cards. That's where we started. That's where we started. And that's where we started. The 6 of wands, the 7 of wands, and the 9 of wands. It goes full circle. That's the point to all of this. It goes full circle. Keep clinging. Live it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Right. No, let's not do it again. Let's learn from this. Let's hold tight to what it is we're manifesting in real time in the 3D. See the pentacles? Right. Let's try something different. No more willful fucking blindness to the actions of others and the backdoor deals. No more. No more. Come on. We will be successful this time. We will. It takes a combined effort. You know what we should have learned from the removal of people, of great men like Malcolm and Martin at the same time? Is that collectively, the fact that they were coming together was the part that scared them the most. Scared them the most. Because when those two minds got together, trust me, we would have came to a resolution. A combined manifesto, if you will. Can't be completely peaceful, can't be completely violent. Malcolm was not completely violent. He just understood that you have to be action-oriented in order to achieve one's goals by any means necessary. If those are the tactics being used against you, why would you not use the same? I thought like the art of war was required reading in like 6th grade. I don't know. How do you send your kids into school and not arm them? I guess for me, I sit from a glorified position being in the home of American philosophy and free thought. So I take full liberty and advantage of it. Yes, I do. We will have success. We will. Just keep focused. Wow. Thanks, Mom. Oh, divine feminine, divine feminine. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful energy you are. Oh, the active force of God. Don't you just love her? Don't you just love her? All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. I'll probably be back. Light and love. Wonderful day. Bye-bye.